The NFL Today on CBS is presented by Ram Trucks, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for the 3rd year in a row.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Browns and the Bengals. Let's get you out to Cincinnati with our announcers, Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson.
JB, the Bengals home for the first time in a month, about to take on their rivals, the Cleveland Browns, here on CBS. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. Great to be with all of you. Residing once again this week in the AFC North, where Baltimore sits atop at 5-2. The Bengals, though, have already beaten the Ravens and the Steelers on the road, while the Browns have lost 3 of their last 4. There you see all 4 teams at 500 or better, but this a pivotal game. They all will be the rest of the way, especially when it comes down to a divisional game. Tony, sliding on in here, let's talk a little bit about what this is going to look like today for the Browns. I think everybody's anxious to see, are they going to be galvanized off the whole Beckham saga, or is this going to set them back?
I think you're exactly right. We're going to find out. You know, it's like this locker room, if it's built the right way, they'll be okay. And the head coach, when you're drafting players and you're going through this, I trust Barry, the GM, and Stefanski to build this with good people, the correct kind of people. So when you lose a guy like that who's a leader, I still think they'll be able to keep going, put their head down, and go win football games. I think they're going to play good football the rest of the year, Jim.
I'd like to hear what you think about Baker Mayfield, because he was in the center of all this unwittingly this week. Of course, last year he came here and had a big game, had 5 touchdown passes on this field last October.
Yeah, he did. Now, this is an improved Cincinnati defense and team as a whole, but Baker Mayfield, last week, he was injured. There's a question mark, and he showed up, and he actually played a pretty good, sound game. I think he's going to do the same thing this week. I think he's going to help, actually, in certain areas I'm going to discuss during the game, of not having Odell.
I look forward to that during our broadcast. Meanwhile, let's go to the sideline. More on Beckham and all of this from Tracy. Welcome, Tracy.
Well, Jim, the distraction is gone. The Browns don't have to try and force the ball to Odell Beckham Jr. anymore, and I was told expect a lot more freedom from this offense. And we've seen this story before, just last year when OBJ got hurt. He tore his ACL, and look at the numbers on their way to a playoff run. Baker's numbers, 20 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, and I had a chance to speak with someone close to the team just a little while ago. He said, this is Baker's team now. Expect him to come out on fire, Jim.
All right, how about that? Okay, now, who steps up without Beckham? Last year, it was Higgins along with Peoples-Jones. Plus, there's a rookie that factors into this. What do you think?
Well, you talk about it. Schwartz, number 10 right there's got some speed. They're going to use him different ways, get the ball down the field, some play action. Peoples-Jones, we know what he can do. He's done a great job. This offense is efficient. They're good, and they have good players. They're going to keep the track going. They're going to be just fine, Jim.
All right, Joe Burrow, he's just fine virtually every single week. What a season he's putting together, and you've enjoyed preparing for this game, looking at his film.
Yes, you know, just watching it, I was really excited. The development from year 1 to 2, it's really impressive, and this is only his 19th game. You got to remember, this is almost like he's only played a season, but he's really turned this whole franchise around and given them belief they can do this.
Well, it's helped that his old LSU teammate, Jamar Chase, has stepped up to just a remarkable start in his rookie campaign.
Yeah, he's a really special kid. We're going to talk about him a lot because he's going to get the ball a lot. And go ahead, Jim, take us to this game. Let's go.
Let's get the kickoff, okay? It's coming up shortly. Cleveland and Cincinnati. Chubb and that number 1 rush offense ready to take on their in-state rivals, the Battle of Ohio. That's what it is, the Browns and Bengals. It's coming your way on CBS. Two of the bright young minds in coaching squaring off today in the Battle of Ohio. Coach Taylor, Coach Stefanski. Cincinnati hosts Cleveland on CBS after this.